Hello Heartofeconomy family and welcome back. Today we're diving into the silver market through the eyes of one of the world's most experienced commodity investors, Rick Rule, to understand a silent yet powerful storm that may be approaching. Take a breath, focus and stay with me. Because this video is not financial advice. Our goal here is to boost your financial literacy and help you see what's happening in the global economy from a clear, grounded perspective, free of hype and noise. If you're ready, let's begin. Who is Rick Rule? Rick Rule has been actively investing in gold, silver, and natural resources for over 40 years. What sets him apart is that he's not just an analyst sitting behind a screen. Rick gets out in the field, visiting hundreds of mining companies personally, seeing the mines where workers operate, assessing the quality of ore bodies, and uncovering the real stories behind financial reports before making decisions. One of my favorite quotes from him is, "The best way to understand markets is to be in them." And today we're sharing with you what he's seen in the field far beyond what any chart alone can tell. The silent dance of silver and gold. Rick Rule says, silver bull markets start quietly, gold leads first, money flows into gold, then into gold mining stocks, and only then does silver step onto the stage. At that point, silver moves much faster than gold. History backed this up. Between 1970 to 1980, gold rose by 2,300%, while silver surged 3,775%. Between 2001 to 2011, gold went up around 650%, while silver climbed over 1,100%. Silver always starts late, but when it moves fast, leaving unprepared investors behind. That's why Rick Rule calls silver a silent but powerful storm. He also adds, "In my experience, precious metals bull markets start with gold, money then shifts into gold stocks, and as price momentum builds, generalist investors begin to pay attention, and that's what we've seen over the last 13-14 weeks. Eventually, leadership passes to silver." This suggests that a quiet move in silver may already be underway. Why expect a big move in silver? Rick Rule connects the coming big move in silver to 4 key reasons, and each one deserves your full attention. First reason, supply and demand imbalance. Rick explains, about 80% of silver comes as a byproduct from mining other metals. Even if prices rise, increasing supply quickly isn't possible. This is critical. When gold prices rise, new mines can be opened, production can be ramped up. But not with silver. Since most silver is produced as a byproduct of copper, lead, and zinc mining, those mines don't increase output just to produce more silver. What does this mean? When demand rises, supply doesn't catch up, making price increases more durable. Second reason, true mining costs. Rick Rule states, the cost mining companies report don't reflect reality. When you include capital expenses and taxes, the real cost is around $25 to $30 per ounce. What does this mean? Today, silver is trading in the 36 to 38 per ounce range, sitting right at its cost barrier. If prices drop, miners slow down production, delay new investments, and supply gets even tighter, pushing prices back up. That's why price drops in silver don't last long. This cost barrier acts like a floor, protecting lower price levels. Third reason, dollar devaluation and inflation. This is one of Rick Rule's most consistent reminders. In the 1970s, the dollar lost 75% of purchasing power while gold rose 30-fold. U.S. debt deficits we see now increase the likelihood of this scenario repeating. Let's look at the numbers. U.S. national debt is about $36.5 trillion. Annual budget deficit is around $2.1 trillion. The money supply keeps expanding, eroding the dollar's purchasing power. Official inflation may appear to be 3 to 4%, but in essentials like food and energy, it feels closer to 7 to 9%. This shows us the U.S. cannot realistically pay off its debt without inflating it away, which leads to further erosion of the dollar's real value. As the dollar weakens, people shift from cash to real assets like gold and silver. Silver has a unique advantage here, serving both as a store of value and a metal in high industrial demand. Fourth reason, investor psychology and momentum. Rick summarizes it this way. Investors want to buy when prices rise, not when they low. This psychology creates more buying pressure as prices go up. As prices climb, media coverage pick up, social media trends explode, investor interest increases, new ways of buying come in, and prices go even higher. This feedback loop can trigger sharp, rapid moves in silver. A clear warning from Rick. The amount of silver traded in the futures markets far exceeds the physical silver available for delivery. If investors ever demand physical delivery, prices will inevitably spiral out of control. This massive leverage in futures collides with limited physical supply, creating the potential for sudden price spikes. Rick is very clear here. If U.S. debt, high deficit, Fed policy, the declining real value of the dollar, and rising silver demand all align, even a small spark can trigger a massive fire. The $36.5 trillion U.S. debt and the $2.1 trillion annual deficit are mathematically unsustainable. Inflation will become the solution. At the same time, demand for silver is hitting record highs. EVs, solar panels, electronics all require more silver, but supply cannot grow. This combination points to a potential tipping point in silver. Remember Rick's words, I don't focus on timing, I focus on being prepared. Because opportunities reward those who are ready before they begin, not after. Rick says it plainly. When this move happens, it's not about a 10 to 20% rise. We are talking about 2 to 3 times gains. How does it happen? Prices begin to rise quietly. Critical levels are broken. Media and social media attention increases. Investors start piling in. FOMO kicks in, demand surges. A parabolic move takes place. Small corrections follow as people take profit, but the new floor stays much higher than before. Because the silver market is small, it is highly sensitive to sudden spikes in demand. Once the move starts, it can escalate rapidly. As Rick says, patient and prepared investors are the ones who benefit. Rick emphasizes patience above all. I don't know when this move will happen, but when it does, those who've been patient will win. Big moves in silver reward those who quietly watch and wait. Today, we explored the potential silent but significant move in silver through the lens of Rick. His message is clear. We don't know exactly when this will happen, but when the conditions align, it becomes inevitable. If you found this clear, straightforward, and valuable, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. This is Heart of Economy, and I'll see you in the next analysis. Thank you for watching.